Damn, what? Come on! Fuck you.
What's over here? Oh,
Give me something good, please. Oh, yes. Fuck yeah. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is fucked up, man. Oh my god. Woo! Yeah.
Open fire.
Oh, well, that was stupid. Holy shit. Fuck. No shit. Yeah. Suck my dick. Get out of here. The fuck is that? Yeah. Get it.
It's not our problem. Can't lose sight of the BSA's mission.
Boo.
Fight bioterrorism.
Oh, come on. Like a boss, dude. Deflected it. Hey guys, I'm gamedotfilm. I hope you guys enjoyed that short highlight reel. Some of my favorite gaming moments of 2022. That last one from the Legend of Dragoon put such a smile on my face. Our hero, he's clutching his girl. I thought he was about to get killed, or she was about to get killed, and he just flicks that projectile away like nothing and just clutching her, man. It's such a G moment. But I ranked all 44 games on from S rank to D rank. I messed up at first because I had 40 games ready to go. I did my stream, recorded the footage, but then I was looking over old clips and it's like, crap, I missed 4 games. So it might be a little confusing at first, but 44 games in total, guys. So let's transition to the next part of the video. What do we have here? Aliens Armageddon. Alright, game number 1 we're going to talk about. Let's do this. We got Aliens Armageddon, ladies and gentlemen. This is an arcade rail shooter. I don't know how you don't die shooting so many aliens with acid just pouring out of their alien bodies. Because you know in the alien movies you have acid blood. You're never wearing a helmet, and that shit's splattering everywhere. You're armored up well. Pretty simple rail shooter, man. I mean, you get grenades, you get a flamethrower, which is cool. It's pretty crazy to fight those face huggers and all that stuff, you know. It didn't break the bank either. I'm gonna rank it a C. Oh yeah, it also had, if you like the Jurassic Park rail shooters, you know, it brings up those circles to shoot like their mouth in certain sections. If you like that kind of shit, that's it has that too. So game number 2, Back 4 Blood. I rated this a 6 out of 10. I think it's great to play with friends if you just want to shoot zombies, blood and guts, explosions. You don't solve puzzles per se. You really just have to like hold out. You put a battery in something and then the horde comes, you know. Pretty simple stuff. I mean, you kind of have to work in teams, which is nice. I'm going to rate Back 4 Blood a C as well. Alien Armageddon's like a C. Back 4 Blood might be like right at the C. Plus there's a card system. I hated the card system. You get all these like power-ups. There's like 500 different fucking power-ups, swear to God. Wasn't a fan of the level up system, but hey man, a great nonsensical game to play late at night. You're drunk. Um, and it just requires some teamwork, so good to play with friends. Bloodborne. Um, Bloodborne's gonna go in the S rank, and I'll tell you why. I wasn't good at From Software games, Dark Souls and whatnot, but man, I'm telling you, I tried to play this for at least 4 or 5 hours. My first try was like 3 years ago, and I didn't get it at all. I did not get it. I just did not understand the play style. Taking so much damage and you can't spam attack and stuff. But in January of this year, something clicked, right? And I really fell in love with it, man. You really have to be more aggressive than a Dark Souls game. I remember a boss fight, man. A guy in the chat said, "May I make a suggestion?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." He says, "Stop being such a pussy and get in there and attack. Like, you don't stand back and dodge or block or whatever." And I had like a revelation. Those were his words. But man, that's true, because in this game you are the hunter. You are the badass. You are the one taking down these huge beasts. The beasts are scared of you, you know? And once I started getting more aggressive, I felt like a true hunter, man. And it was like the greatest feeling ever, I swear. So we're gonna put this in the S rank, man. Bloodborne S rank, 10 out of 10 game. Excellent soundtrack, excellent creatures, excellent setting. Although it is gray a lot of the time. I find other From Software games have more color, but I mean, that Lovecraftian horror, I swear, it's epic. Bulletstorm has the most R-rated dialogue you'd play in a video game. Very bro-y dialogue, a lot of curse words, a lot of innuendos. But the whole shtick of this game is tossing dudes into environmental damages. There's spikes on the wall. You fucking like kick the shit out of them and they go flying into the spikes, you know? Throw them off. They go flying like 20 feet, I swear. Great shooter, man. Lot of fun there. But it's like the story and like the broy dialogue was a little too much. I am gonna rate Bulletstorm a B-. Bulletstorm, if you're looking for a first-person shooter, very R-rated game, I'd say. Had fun with that one. Dark Souls 3. So Dark Souls 3, I never knew how to roll in a From Software game, but that game was a reality check. That game lets you know you've got to fucking roll to survive. And Dark Souls 3 had some of the best bosses in the From Software series. Very impressed with the bosses in that one. I feel it was a little more linear. Like Bloodborne and Dark Souls 1 and 2, the level design interconnected with each other. Dark Souls 3, you're in this zone, you kind of go straight in a little bit. Sure, you can veer off and open a treasure chest, but I felt like it was a little more linear. But it's okay. The controls are a little smoother than, say, a Dark Souls 1 and 2, so that's a bonus. That final boss, man, I swear. Oh my god, he was so incredibly hard. That was one of the hardest final bosses I've ever tried to beat, man. I'm talking like 6 hours or so. I'm gonna put Dark Souls 3 at an A rank. Dark Souls 3 is gonna be an A. Die Hard Arcade. You got Pseudo John McClane. I have a lot of nostalgia with this one. I played it at arcades as a kid. at my local pizza place, man. So I have a lot of good memories. I like how the enemies are always yelling at you like, yeah, yeah. Especially after they beat your ass and you get a game over. But yeah, man, you melee attack. It's got those like Sega Saturn mid-90s graphics. You get to pick up some weapons for sure. It doesn't break the bank. I give it a C+. Die Hard RK. I beat it with my girlfriend too. That was pretty cool. So House of the Dead, Scarlet Dawn. 2 years ago, my girlfriend and I together, we beat House of the Dead 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in the same year. So this one was in those 4 you stand up and shoot, you know. This Scarlet Dawn House of the Dead, you're in one of those booths like Jurassic Park. And it's like a 4DX experience. I think the chairs rattle. It's blowing air in your face. You get that experience a little bit. I'd probably say, oh yeah, and like after each chapter you get to choose 2 weapons out of like 16. Like you get to choose every single level. So that's pretty neat. I really like this one. I'll give it a B-. C+. Didn't blow me away. But it's better than Aliens Armageddon, I'd say. Legend of Dragoon, man. The older I get, the less RPGs I play. The Legend of Dragoon was an absolutely epic must-play. It's absolutely must-play RPG. Loved it so much. Heartbreaking moments. I like games that pull on your emotions. So, extra points for that. Combat was, I would say, because when you press attack, you have to hit it at the right time. That was pretty unique. It's like every hit counts, you know, every attack. So it's like a fight for your life, you know. You get really into it even on the regular fights, you know. I want to say it's gonna be an A+, like a 9.5 out of 10. Legend of Dragoon, absolute must play. Physical copies aren't that expensive. I think you can get one for like $40. You know. Mafia 2. Let's see. This has fantastic cutscenes. When the cutscenes roll, man, you are in a mob movie. You are really into it. At least I felt I was. I absolutely like that. The open world is not too... you can't really go into a lot of shops. It does look good. The story's fantastic. The voice acting's a little over the top, but it's great. Because, I mean, you really get into all their accents and stuff, you know? But the gunplay's a little outdated. For a third-person shooter, it's like Max Payne kind of thing without the slowdowns. I would give Mafia 2 a B. Mafia 2 a B. So, Resident Evil Director's Cut, I think as a kid in the late 90s, I played it for the first time. And I don't think I've played it since. So this is a great revisit. Tons of nostalgia there for sure. It just... I hate backtracking. But for 96, man, backtracking to save, put all your items in your item box. For the time, it was bloody brilliant, man. So, I want to say an A. It still scared me a few times. You have your jump scares, you know. So, I'm going to rate that one an A. It's going to be an A. I want to... Yeah. Dark Souls 3 is like an A-. Resident Evil Director's Cut's about an A-. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Okay. This might be my favorite From Software game. It's so good, dude. Oh my god. That final boss was just as hard as Dark Souls 3. I never thought I'd be able to do it, man. Um, but like, I like how you get one weapon, your katana, your sword. You're not mixing out or picking up like hundreds of freaking, like Dark Souls, you get like 100 freaking items, 100 weapons, you know, with all these upgrade things, durability. I want to say the parry system is genius. It's very fast paced, and you can fly around with your like grappling hook if you're overwhelmed, and you can just get out of situations quick, and you can explore. Absolutely love Sekiro, man. 10 out of 10 for me. I'm not sure which one's better. Sifu, very challenging game. I love Hong Kong cinema so much, so this is a love letter to that. Um, the only problem I have is it's not accessible. I love games where I can pick it up and play it for 5 hours straight. Sifu, man, it's just crushing. If you get hit and you die, you can't die too much, you know, because you get older in the game. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. It's not, your average gamer cannot beat this game. I remember a YouTuber, Dreamcast guy, it was a great point he put. Like 90% of people that pick this up are not going to beat it. But when you do kind of master the game, though, it is a great feeling. Just beating the shit out of like 40 dudes in a gauntlet. Very challenging game. I'd give it a B plus. B plus. Okay, Soma. This is one of my favorite horror games. One of my favorite horror games of last year. I'm gonna rate that one an A minus. The gameplay is very limited. You do not have any weapons. You are crouching, walking around. You're hiding from enemies. You're like playing hide and go seek, right? But I mean, it's fucking tense, man. You cannot get spotted, and sometimes you're forced to run. You get spotted, or it hears you or something, and you're forced into like a sequence, and you gotta run back to through this maze where you came from. But dude, underwater horror, bro. Underwater horror. Hello. There's not many games like that. Going outside in your suit and looking down into the abyss, the darkness, completely fucked up, dude. And also a great story, man. Fantastic story. For a horror game, this is one of the better ones. I'm gonna give Soma an A. Spider-Man, the video game, dude, I'm not gonna talk about that one. It was just kind of old and boring, man. Was not a fan. You jump, you can attack, you have like a power or two. It's like, I'm not gonna talk about it. Streets of Rage 4, this is like the 10th time I beat it. I did add it on here because I did beat it. I'm gonna rank Streets of Rage 4 an S. It's one of my favorites ever. I can pick it up anytime, anywhere, and play it. By myself, with a friend, with 3 other friends. There's like a new, what's it called? A gauntlet mode. Where you can just play. And it like never ends, you know? The enemies get stronger and stronger. Love Streets of Rage 4 beat 'em up. Dark Souls 2. Sorry, the graphic is all fucked up. Dark Souls 2, people say it's the weakest of the From Software games, but man, that level design, it's a fucking long game, man. It's long. It's a very long game, but I'm cool with that because there's so many worlds to explore. There's so much color. That's one thing I think it beat Bloodborne on. The levels are very colorful. The Majula hub is great. Very peaceful song there. Um, Controls are a little clunky, but I absolutely loved it, man. A minus on Dark Souls 2. The final boss was kind of fucking easy. Tomb Raider Arcade. This one eats too much money. But man, the feeling of it's kind of a newer arcade rail shooter. So I want to rate this one a C. Highly recommend this one. Popping off headshots, dude, and you have to like cock the gun here to reload it. Like in Time Crisis, you aim off screen. This one I thought that was fun, so I'm gonna rate that one a C. Nothing fantastic, you know. Raiden 5, I played this on Switch. I really liked it. I'm really thankful it gives you unlimited lives. There's an option for that, you know. I give this one a B minus. I like Raiden 5. I am a shmup fan, guys. Shmups. Okay, Outlast, another great horror game. Around an 8 out of 10. It's like Soma. The gameplay is very limited. Very limited. All you have is a camcorder with limited battery. Because like 1/3 of the game is in pitch black, total darkness. And you have to turn on your night vision. But you only have limited batteries. You use all those, you're fucked. You are screwed. Tons of jump scares. A lot of them worked. Some didn't. Fucked up body horror. Fucked up creatures. Or I would say humans that are just fucking deformed and shit, you know? Solid story. I think Soma beats Outlast on story. I'd probably give Outlast a B+. Outlast is getting a B+. Stray, the most accessible game. I did a review on my YouTube channel. It's only 3 minutes long, but still. I want to rate Stray an A. A clean A, like a 9 out of 10. So, the controls are perfect. The settings perfect. I really like that. This game will make you cry. This will tug on your emotional heartstrings for sure. And let's see. I'm gonna rate that an A. The platforming's great too, man. You like can't fuck up. Ninja Turtles: The Hyperstone Heist. Man, I played that as a kid. It might have been the first Sega Genesis game I ever played. I'm probably gonna rate that one a... I don't know. I didn't seem to like it too much. I'm gonna rate it a D, man. There's just not many moves you can do. It's like jump and hit, and that's it. Wasn't crazy about it. Didn't hold up. Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. Man, I'm running out of space here. Hopefully I have enough space, guys. I think this is the Ninja Turtles 2 on NES. And I replayed it on the collection that came out last year. I mean, I'd probably give it a C. There's a small cutscene, right? Where the game goes from winter to spring, and the screen, all the snow just disappears, and it's like pretty green. As a kid, that blew me away, man. I want to say that's a C. I'm gonna give that a C. Turtles in Time. I found it similar to Hyperstone Heist. The controls, but just a little bit better with the enemies. The enemies were better. And the graphics, the settings were a little cooler. So I'm gonna give that one a C. Good beat 'em ups with your friends for sure. You know, Ninja Turtles: The Manhattan Project, this is the third NES game. And one of the final NES games to ever be released on the platform. I really enjoyed this one. because they added a move. If you press like A and B, you can kind of do this super attack thing. Kind of like in Streets of Rage, where you do an attack, special attack, and it takes off a little bit of your health, but it does way more damage and cover. I'm gonna give that one a B minus, man. I really like that one. All right, we've got Yakuza 0. I want to give Yakuza 0 an S. Yakuza 0 is getting an S. You get to play as two guys, two totally different characters, two totally different move sets. And oh my gosh, man. The story is fantastic. The side quests are perfect. The humor is perfect. The open world's perfect. You won't find a funnier game or series out there. Yakuza 0 is an S. Love, 10 out of 10 game right there. If you're new to Yakuza, you gotta play that one first, okay? You've gotta play that one first. Okay, Metal Slug. Dude, I needed to turn on 99 Lives for that, because it's fucking brutal, man. Run and gun. 2D side-scroller. It's kind of sad a lot of enemies are just like brown people. They're just blowing them away, you know? Kind of fucked up. But, you know, it's a fun way to pass time. Dude, there's like 10 Metal Slug games. I'll give Metal Slug a C. Dead Storm Pirates, so it's kind of similar to Alien Armageddon arcade rail shooter. You know, you're holding the thing like Jurassic Park and it has like those circles. But with a friend or a partner, you gotta shoot the same circle. It makes it stronger. It makes the shot more powerful. That was a pretty cool little thing there. Girlfriend and I beat that. I'll give it a C minus. Yeah, C minus. And it doesn't break the bank either. Yakuza 6. Hiru, he's carrying a baby, dude, and then if you get into a fight, he hands it off to somebody to beat the fuck out of the gangsters. It's so cute, man. Papa Kiru. You got the Onamichi side quest. Oh my god, so funny. 2 different settings. Great story. Takeshi Kitano's in it. He plays a bad guy. Great side quests like usual. Though they changed the fighting engine on this one too, and it took me a while to get adjusted. This is the second time I beat it, by the way. I think it's great. I'm gonna give Yakuza 6 an A minus. Fantastic story, man. Made me sad. God of War Ascension, the prequel on PS3. I loved it because it is the bloodiest or the best finishers in the series. I swear, dude. You fucking rip faces off, rip arms off, stabbing them like crazy, kicking them off fucking roofs and stuff. The platforming was decent. The puzzles were decent. I want to say a B+. Do not sleep on God of War Ascension, guys. You can get this on the PS Plus Premium, PS Plus Premium store. So, yeah, if you have, if you're subscribed to PlayStation Plus, check it out. Nightmare Decay, dude, this is like damn near a perfect game. It's short, but it is a love letter to Resident Evil. You're in a mansion just like RE1. There's enemies like RE4 too. Because they're all zombies at first, but then you encounter some bad guys that are shooting at you, kind of like RE4, you know? So, I really liked it. The puzzles are fantastic. Survival horror at its best. Story's alright. Same with RE1 story, you know, you're not really playing it for that. I want to give Nightmare Decay an A. An A. Am I giving that an A minus? I already forgot. I'll just organize that shit later. Maximum Forest. This game sucked, dude. It's like the rail shooter Area 51, but it stinks. Not a fan at all. Okay, so the convenience store is like a 1.5 hour game, 2 hour game. Very creepy. The game's like $1, dude. If you search Chilla's art, you'll find a bunch of these short horror games with like PS1 style graphics. I definitely like that one. I'll give it a B minus. Convenience store by Chilla's art. You guys check it out. Near Replicant. This is one of the best stories of the year. One of the best stories of the year. Swear, dude. It is incredible. You will cry. Your mind will be blown. I don't want to spoil anything, but so mind-blowing, dude. The combat's very simple and satisfying. You've got like great swords, long swords, short swords, spears, all with their each little move set, you know. Plus you have magic, like 5 different magic moves to do. A little repetitive in that department, but I'm telling you, dude, this is one of the best stories you'll ever play. That's an A. Gonna give that one an A. Dark Souls 3, I'll give it an A minus. Resident Evil 5. I beat this with Uchiha, fellow streamer here. Follow her on Twitch, guys. She's fun, great, very chill. We beat Resident Evil 6 too, by the way. One of the best co-op games out there, man. I'm telling you, and it's cheap. I'm sure it's like under 20 bucks. Solo is, you can play it solo definitely, but man, play it with a friend. It makes it like way more fun and interesting. Because you gotta work together, you gotta save each other if you're hurt. I want to give it a B plus. B plus there. Detention, indie horror game from Taiwan. Very impressed with the atmosphere. That's probably the best thing. Great story. Great fucking story. Really like the story on that one. Not too much gameplay. You're just surviving, exploring this, exploring and surviving. This really fucked up school, and you're trying to uncover secrets. And you solve some puzzles. It's tons of lore. Tons of lore to find out, you know? And it's like 12 bucks, dude. I want to give that one an A. Love that one. Oh, I might have to add a row, guys. We're running out of A's. Viper Phase 1, it was a pretty standard shmup. I'm going to give that one a C. Don't have much to say about it. It used the old school coin machine at the arcade I went to. I liked it. Not much to say about it, though. Elden Ring, man, game of the year. 10 out of 10 right here. One of the best open worlds I've ever played. Great weapon choices, insane enemies, insane boss fights, very peaceful and calming to explore the map. Search every inch, finding treasure chests, dude, finding invisible walls. That shit was crazy good, man. Crazy good. Oh man, can you do I'll just do A minus. Let's do that. We're gonna move this one here, this one there, that one there. So let's see. Signalis. This is one of the best horror games of 2022. Survival horror. It's like Resident Evil, but sci-fi cyberpunk. Hey man, we had this discussion. For some reason, somebody decided to put S above A. I don't know why. I don't know. Don't ask me. So no, I don't know what it means. Thanks a lot. Oh, my cats are fighting. Signalis though, man. You're low on weapons. I mean, you're low on ammo. You're low on resources, healing items. You've got this map to explore. You gotta find key cards to unlock doors, puzzles to solve. Yeah, you're messing with me. So let's see. I'm gonna rank Signalis an A plus, man. Almost almost an S. Hell, it could be an S, but we're gonna go with A plus for now. Please play Signalis. It's not too expensive. Resident Evil 6, my god. Oh, I used to defend this game, man, because a lot of people hated it, and I'm like, hey, man, it's still a fun game. I know it's not Resident Evil pure, but Jesus Christ, dude. Replayed it with Uchiha, fellow streamer. The action is okay. I'll give it credit for the cutscenes. It is just, God, it's just so lame. There's like these running sections. All you have to do is run, but you have to like turn corners, getting chased, and if you fuck up one little second, you're dead, and then you have to go all the way back, and then you have to do it all over again. And we died so many times. Disappointing, man. Can't recommend Resident Evil 6 anymore. Blood Wash by Puppet Combo. They made Murder House. I beat Murder House in 2021. Absolutely fantastic. I definitely got scared a few times getting chased by the madman. But the voice acting was a lot of fun. Very creepy, very eerie. I want to give Blood Wash a B minus. So I got Returnal. This game is an absolute adrenaline rush. Very challenging. Very challenging. I didn't really understand this game at first, but when I got into a groove, man, I'm telling you, you're ducking, weaving, dodging, you're shooting, you're using your items, and each little sound, man, when you're fucking on it, it's just so good. The bosses, I mean, incredible. Great OST, pretty cool enemies. Just an incredible experience, man. This is the first game I played on my PS5. I just got my PS5 last year too, so I'm gonna give Returnal an A plus. We're just gonna put it on the A's, okay, guys? I don't really have these ranked, by the way. They're just kind of thrown in there. So also, we've got my girlfriend's favorite game, Puzzle Fighter, and when I play this game, I just go as fast as I fucking can and pray for the best, because there's like a certain strategy that my girlfriend's actually really good at. She beats my ass. Like each character has their own way the blocks fall. Like they have their own color patterns, you know. But I never pay attention to that, dude. It's a little too complicated, but I always have a fun time playing it. I beat it on hard mode, normal and hard. I want to say also the start screen music and the sound. It's like Felicia, Ken, and all the cool little graphics. Great Tetris-y inspired game, you know. Until Dawn, great horror game right here. I want to say, I mean, I love slasher movies. I love horror movies in general. I love B-horror movies a lot, and I felt like I was in a movie, man. I loved it. I didn't think I'd love like just like choosing text like there's not much gameplay, you know what I mean? But a little exploration in there, really cool graphics, great death scenes, great gore. I love when people get ripped to shreds. I love that shit. I'm gonna give Until Dawn a B plus. So I'm gonna put that over there. Last but not least, we've got Faith, the Holy Trinity. I think it came out in 3 chapters, 3 parts. Chapter 3 got released last year. This has like Atari graphics, but man, oh man, this scared the fuck out of me. This like made my skin crawl. I got goosebumps. My hair was raising. This is one of the scariest games I've ever played. I can't believe what this crew did on because I was like, this is that retro looking. No way it's gonna be that good, but it is, man. This is one of the best horror games I've ever played. One of the best games of 2022. I mean, it's just like the original game came out in like a couple years before that, so I can't really say 2022. My mistake. But yeah, Chapter 3 did come out this year, but absolutely love Faith, guys. It's got a great story too. I'm gonna give Faith an A. So there you go. There's my 44 games in 2022. Elden Ring, best 2022 game. Signalis, second favorite game of the year. Stray might be number 3. Faith is up there if you count it. Sifu as well. Yeah, there you go, guys. Alright, guys, that about wraps it up. Like this video, leave a comment. It really helps with the brutal YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be doing less Twitch streaming this year. I'm going to be focusing on YouTube. Game reviews, film reviews, maybe a little analysis in there. But I'm also on TikTok. I like posting short highlight clips there. Instagram, posting tons of pictures of my 3 cats there. You can see Marge is asleep there. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Until the next time, peace.